thought they worked good. Again, they're getting loose to new schemes, new just practice in general. Everything's different for them. I mean, just where their reps, what their things are doing, where they're moving to. So they're learning, but their attitude's good. Got to get a lot better at some things, but I like the attitude, like the effort. It's got to get execution. Keep getting better. They're learning. And hopefully, in the next couple of days, they'll start to pick all that stuff up and they'll gel more and more each day. Questions?
How do you like where your team is from a physicality standpoint going into spring?
Well, I don't know. I mean, physicality as far as in shape,
yeah,
did great. I thought Smitty did a great job. Our body fats have dropped. Strength got better. I mean, but it should be over that. You know, we cranked them real hard. Had a great off-season program. Kids had a great attitude, and they worked hard in the weight room. As far we're not out of shape. We had guys. We didn't have nobody cramp. We had nobody miss practice. We had nobody come out. We were tired, and we had a lot of reps in practice. We go fast, so I was very pleased with that part.
Jimbo, how long did this in Texas has been so much of a practice come up from the high schools to the colleges? You don't see a lot of college quarterbacks in Texas taking snaps from under center. I take it we'll see that this year.
You will. There are times you'll see it at times. Sometimes we'll be in the gun. We'll be in both. But that is something different for these guys. They haven't been underneath center as much. But there's things that we'd like to do in our offense that I think you need to be under center. So they did a good job. We worked on them hard. They worked on them hard on their own in the off season as far as that time taking snaps and things. So it was pretty good for the day for the most part of taking the snaps. Like I say, some of them guys had never been under.
Jimbo, how long do you feel like it'll take just to get a sense for what you have from a personnel standpoint?
I don't know. I mean, I think we got some good too. They can learn what to do. That's going to be the key. You can't ever judge the guy's ability until he knows how to, where he's going and how fast he can go, and that's how quick they learn is what you're really going to be able to judge. So, but if the attitude's that part of it, and they keep taking that attitude to the learning part of it, I think it'll be good. It shouldn't be that long.
What about the nuances? Like I heard you talk to the quarterback about how to hand the ball off, where receivers make cuts. When you have a new system, how long does that take?
Well, that takes time, but that's where they'll have to do a lot of work on their own, which they did in the off season. I mean, have our meetings and they would go out and work in their individual routes. But at the same time, it's just stuff. It takes time, and I wish I knew. I'd sleep better. All right, if I knew all those answers, I'd sleep a heck of a lot better. But it's just how each guy learns, though. That's where it's going to be, and how much they take to coaching. You know what I'm saying?
How does having a more physical offense help you? How does that help your defense because they're working against?
Well, I mean, in this league, you got to be able to run the football, and you got to stop the run in this league. There's no doubt. I've been in a long time. You're going to make your plays. You're going to throw the ball. You can spread and do all those things, but you got to have the physicality. And us lining up in two-back formations and things will definitely help our defense because they're going to see it and see the blocking schemes and have to play those kind of blocks.
How do you like your quarterback room, Jimbo?
I do. I like it. I mean, the guys, Nick and Kellen and all those guys, Blum, have all done a good job. The walk-on John, all those guys have done a good job. I mean, they're learning, and it's fun to ask questions. They ask the right questions. You know what I'm saying? And even if things are different, how they learn, if they get part of it, they're kind of getting the concept of it, which is what I'm happy about. And they're fun to work with. They're easy to coach. They've been very attentive and asked the right questions and have worked good.
Does it seem odd to you that as a quarterback's coach, one of the things you actually have to do is get guys to understand how to take a snap?
Yes, no doubt it is. That's different, but that's the kind of way ball is going today. I mean, sometimes I know some of them NFL guys say they get it to a point where they get guys in the NFL that have never gotten under and taken a snap. But there's nothing wrong with that. We're going to get under at times. I think there's even in the throwing game and in your play action game and different things that go on. I think you have to be able to do that.
Is the amount of time that the quarterbacks work with the tight ends, is that something that's normal, or is that something that you're trying to integrate that tight end?
No, we will. We'll spend a lot of time because that is it. Those tight ends. I mean, they might have 80, 90 catches, but they're going to have 30, 40, 50 catches, and it's how they the big third downs, red zones, and how to keep drives alive. So many things, so many little nuances for a tight end on how he's got to get open, and that takes time, and the quarterback's got to get a feel for it.
Jimbo, how much can you really figure out what you have in 15 practices?
I'll tell you in 15 practices. I'll tell you in 15 practices. I don't have any idea.
Is one practice too early to pick out one or two that really stood out?
No, I mean, I think, up front, I thought Eric McCoy was a guy that jumped out at me as far as just his leadership and overall knowledge of what he's doing and confidence because he's played a lot. I thought Nick and Kellen both did a good job in the backfield. Williams seemed to do a good job. Osmond, receiver. Kendra, I saw a couple of those guys that were on, because now we're on different fields at times. We split the teams, and then we'll rotate guys in and out different days. We'll be with different groups. That way we make sure everybody can get reps. You know what I'm saying? So I won't get to see some of that until the guys are on the opposite field until I get up to the film room. But then we'll flip some of those guys with us the next day and see. A good practice today. A lot of situational work. A lot of third down, red zone. Even did some first down. Red zone, third down red zone, which is totally different. 2 minute. Getting guys in situations to play situational football and be situation smart and understand what guys are trying to accomplish and how to think and how to play and what's trying to be achieved on each play. And each situation. I think that's extremely. You can play great football between the 20s, but if you don't play situations on third down, red zones, 2 minutes, things like that, you can get beat. And you can play average there and play great in those situations, find ways to win games. You got to be able to convert on third downs, get off the field on defense. Red zone stops, hopefully make the other team kick field goals, and you score touchdowns in 2 minutes, be able to handle 2 minutes before the half and all those things. So a lot of situational work today, and the kids, for the most part, did a good job. Some mess ups, but it's the first time we've been in some of those scenarios, so we'll keep coaching them.
Coach, is that something that you just, is your philosophy all the time, just work on that a lot, or is it something that you, when you kind of start finding out about your team, you feel
No, I've always done. You got to prepare them. You got to put them in last plays of the game, last situations of the game, from the 5-yard line, 3-yard line, 10-yard line, 15-yard line, 18-yard line, minute 32 timeouts, 40 seconds, no timeouts. You're trying to get a field goal, trying to get a touchdown.